What's happening, people? What's going down? It's your boy Pure Hustle, man. Welcome back. Anyway, let's get to this shit real quick. But cigarette time. I'm outside, man, so that's just what it is. First cigarette of the night. Anyway, okay, so look. It looks like, even though that this shit ain't been placed for a vote yet, it's looking like Intera is gonna fucking control most of this shit, or a good percentage of it, and it looks like they may have the votes they need to try to overrule us in this voting procedure. So it may or may not happen, but it's probably looking towards these motherfuckers are probably gonna have the yes votes that they need to try to push this shit through. So it looks like the fuckery is still gonna continue. Now, we're just gonna have to fucking see, bro. The people that are in this shit, we ain't got no choice. We have to ride this shit out and figure it out. But my game plan is this. Now, if you've seen a couple of my videos, I said that my three go-tos were AMC, Ape, and Highcroft mining, right? So I'm still accumulating a lot of Highcroft. Highcroft has been doing pretty decent, but they keep staying within the 50 cents ranges. And I think up to last week, they came out of the high 40s. So now they're in the 50s. They didn't do too much today. One of the other stocks that I was talking about in the last video, Mullen. A lot of institutional people have hedge funds too have bought into Mullen. Haven't really checked the background on that shit as to whether or not they're probably short or to long, whatever. But more likely, my opinion, it probably makes sense for them to try to run that up, just for them to probably short it back down at some point. But right now, it's been beat to a low point. I believe the lowest was like 19 cents, and that was like almost a week and a half ago, when I bought it in heavy at that point. But I sold right at the position on where it hit like close to 30 cents or whatever. So I went and got profit out of that shit, because prior to that, it was coming up and coming down, and it was going up a little bit and getting shorted back down, and it was kind of playing that ping pong position between 19 to like 22, 23 cents before it finally broke out. But we're gonna see where that goes. Now, it actually had done pretty good. I think it hit like 40 something cents. So thinking if it can break that 45 cents to the 46, it'll probably be a good test. It might go up to 50 to 60 cents, man. So we might see how that goes and how that plays out. I haven't jumped back into it yet, but yesterday in the video, I was thinking about getting into it today. But I had a lot of other shit going on today, and I wasn't really paying attention to the stock market. I was mainly just, focusing on Ape and AMC and seeing what was going on with that shit. And I had other shit going on today, so I wasn't really looking at the stock market entirely today anyway. So it's whatever, man. A couple of cents, what's that really gonna hurt when you're ready to go throw into the position, man? Like, I've been buying Highcroft at fucking 50 cents around there. I even bought as high as like the 70s at one point a couple weeks back, and just averaged down from there a little bit, ping-ponging in between. So it ain't a big fucking deal. I don't give a fuck if fucking Mullen goes up, does whatever it's gonna do, man. I'll still catch it and then ride it up. But I'm hoping that they get it up there. See, the thing that I'm trying to do right now is is that I'm still keeping my AMC position. I'm never letting go of it. It is what it is. We're at this point right now to where we're just gonna have to fucking wait and see. But aside from me being an ape, I fucking retail trade, bro. That's just what it is, bro. I'm a hustler. We got to get this money. We got to continue making residual income. So for me, you know, there's always other plays to fucking get into while you're waiting for other shit to pop, right? And ape is just gonna be one of those fucking things that I just continue to get money from, or continue to add until that shit hits a pop. Because I'm telling you, look, Highcroft is gonna end up doing this thing at some point. I look at Highcroft as a mid to long term investment. So not telling y'all what to do. You know the whole spiel, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all what to get into, but what I'm saying is this is what my plays are. This is what I'm getting into. This is what I'm looking at. Highcroft is gonna be that mid to long. However, for me, what I mean by that is that I'm gonna grab a certain amount of shares that I'm cool with. I'm gonna ride some to midterm to where that shit runs up, makes me a little bit of money, and I double, triple, quadruple up, and then I'll leave the rest in there forever. I'll just leave it in there, and however high it goes to, that's just how it is. That's how I treat my stocks, bro. I always leave something in there. Every time I jump in and out of a play, I'll always leave something in there, but just in case, bro, because you never know. And that's just how I'm treating it. Mullen, I'm gonna end up getting back into it sometime between either tomorrow, it's Friday, get paid again, so we'll see what's happening with that. I combine some of the money that I already have in the buying power to like try to see what I can get the max on. I don't like chasing shit, so we'll see how it kind of goes. But at the same time, I don't mind putting money into it anyway, because what's the worst that's gonna happen? If anything, if it continues to go up or hit that dollar mark, you're gonna make 2-3 times your money anyway, based off the shares that you get. So it's really a win-win situation, right? So that's just what I'm doing. Fucking ape. I'm stacking up, baby. That's all I fucking do. I was gonna put some more fucking money in ape, bro. It don't fucking faze me, because what's gonna end up happening, and this is what I'm about to do, I already made my decision on this shit, because the way that it's looking like this shit's probably gonna fucking pass. I could be wrong. Nobody knows the future. But the way that this sketchy bullshit has been happening, it looks like they're really pushing to get this out. So some people say it's a good thing. Some people say it's a bad thing. I don't fucking know. Losing, in my opinion, 90% of your fucking shit is not a good thing to me. I don't give a fuck how you slice it. It's not, I'm not fucking with it. But at the same time, I'm gonna get some fucking money out of this play. I don't give a fuck how it pans out at this point. It just needs to be done. So my strategy is to grab as much ape as I can, accumulate as much as I can, and if this shit does pass, more likely they're gonna close their positions out on ape. That's even if they fucking have to even close at this point. We don't fucking know, bro. But if they have to fucking close, we all know common sense that fucking ape is gonna go up. The high numbers, we don't fucking know. It can hit $10, go back to where it was. It can hit 15, 20. Shit can hit $30 or whatever. So, you know, right now you can spend probably like 3 bands or some shit, or you can wait for ape to come a little bit down. But I highly doubt that they're gonna bring this motherfucker back down to $1 or even below. They're gonna keep it up there until they're ready to make a decision on what they're gonna do. So it's gonna stay in that range. Seeing as how they came down from the 149s or whatever that they were earlier this week, all the way down to like the 130s, you know, that's a good buy-in opportunity, or at least to accumulate more. So, you know, spend close to 3 bands or whatever, get you another 2,000 fucking 8, bro. That's double your money, bro. They go to $10, bro. That's 20 bands. Take the money and go, bro. If it runs up higher, whatever. But make sure that you get enough to ride or continue to go higher. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I got about 2,500 of 8. So I'm probably going to be looking forward to trying to get in another 2,500, right? And get me close to 5,000. And when fucking 8 runs, when that time hits, I'll sell off half the position and I'll keep the other half, let that shit go into AMC, combine with the shares that I already have in AMC and combine that and fucking get, you know, however the split goes down or whatever with the conversion and the split, just however it's gonna go. And we're just gonna see how it goes, bro. But I'm covering my ass because at the end of the day, we don't know how that's gonna play out. I have a feeling that is gonna be some fuckery in it. So I just need to be prepared to have more liquidity. That's really all it's about, is protecting my portfolio. So I'm thinking ahead of all the different scenarios. I'm not thinking just one-sided. I'm thinking about every angle, how this can be good, how it can be bad. And based on whatever scenario it is, I want to make sure that I walk out of this with some type of dough, regardless of how it happens. Because look, as long as you have money, you always have an opportunity to make more money. And if you lose a couple $1,000s or whatever, you can always make it back in time. That's the way I see it. And it's a lot easier if you have 20, 30K, 40, 50K to 100, close to 100,000 or whatever. It's a lot better for you to be in that position and having to start over or break even, or having a little bit of change after you break even to continue to go into other plays and do shit, rather than you take a L on the whole thing or be stuck in a play with money that you've lost even more and still trying to figure it out to get some of that money back or even to break even and make some more change. That's just the mindset of the hustle, bro, for real. So with that being said, that's what I'm about to do. I'm grabbing me some mullen. I'm going to accumulate some more fucking ape. You know, I got all the AMC that I want. I'm not touching AMC anymore unless that shit hits about $2 or some shit like that. Then I'll throw a couple more $1,000 in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe throw about a good another 5 bands in there, 10 bands or something. See how that fucking goes. You feel me? But I'm not fucking with AMC no more. I have the shares that I want. So anything I add after that is just bonus money to just see where it goes, you know? So that's really much what my game plan is moving forward. I hustle, bro. I look for ways to have residual income, and I don't sit up here and just throw everything inside of one place. So I'm over here spreading the seed, trying to get money in different places, bro. It don't matter if it's fucking a couple $100 here, $1,000, $2,000 here, or whatever. It all adds up, and it's all relative. And at the end of the day, and as long as your portfolio, even though that you take losses, as long as you got liquidity, you're fine. It's the way that I see it, man. So, you know, that's pretty much it. So 8, going after 8. So I'm going to continue to get some more. Hopefully I can get 5,000. I know there's people that probably got less or more, and that's cool. Just do the best that you can, man, and just do what you do. But what I'm saying is, more likely, shit's probably going to get voted on. I don't agree with it, but you have to prepare yourself, because if you're still in the play and you're going to continue to hold, you have to have a plan moving forward. So whatever your plan is, this is just one of my plans. But I'm thinking of every scenario. So I'm going to make sure that when Ape does run, because it's going to look like it's going to be to that point, Ape is going to go and take off and do what it's going to do. I'm going to get some money out of that, whatever it is, because my main investment is in AMC. So even though that a portion of our money was taken and put into Ape, if Ape does a good run, $10, $20, $30 or whatever per share, if it even gets to that, because we know fucking Adam just takes away and dilutes, bro. And Terra fucking got a bunch of that shit down, so we don't know what they plotting and what they trying to hold. We know that they got that, they agreed to what, the 90 days, so 90 days from the time that they started buying shit in December is like what, like March? So we know that we have that time frame before anything starts happening. So, you know, just know that when it goes. What's happening? Nah, it's all good, brother. So just know that when it goes, Ape is going to take off, and just make sure that you have enough accumulated in Ape to where you can get some of your money back, bro. I mean, if it goes up to a high number, bro, you may even make whatever it is that you lost off of AMC. You might even be made whole to where now your AMC is pretty much free. You let it do whatever the fuck it needs to do. Adam Aaron is using Ape for liquidity. So he's raising capital for the company. We see that he's been reckless with that shit, and he's been doing whatever he wanted to do with Ape, giving it to hedge funds and all type of shit. That's just what it is, bro. It's fact. So you need to think the same fucking way. Nobody's calling anybody a fucking traitor for you doing what you're doing with Ape. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that you need to go and fucking scalp Ape. Nobody's saying that to get in, buy, ride it up, and get out of certain positions and wait for it to fall and jump back in. You do what you need to do. I'm not telling you that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying that when it's time to run, I'm going to make sure that I'm in the play and I have enough and I got my ticket to the show. You get what I'm saying? That I'm already in this bitch and I'm ready for the rocket. I'm just making sure that my stuff is in there and I have enough of it to where when it does pop, I'm not sitting here chasing it. I'm already in it, and then I'm ready to be able to double up, triple up, take some profit, leave some still in there, and when it converges and goes into AMC and then they do the split, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, if it ends up being true, then yeah, we'll get our numbers, and hopefully we'll get our mo-ass, man. We'll get them fucking high-ass numbers. But if some sketchy shit happens and that shit doesn't go out the way it happens, then I still got some money from Ape. So that's the way I see it. And I'm going to continue to get inside of any of these little plays or whatever that I can get into. Like I said, I'm staying away from all these fucking IPOs and all these other YouTube bullshit. I'm going with the shit that I want to go with. I'm going trusting my gut in different things. And right now, I'm just focused on liquidity. Liquidity heavy. So every time I put in some money, I'm looking to double up, triple up, hold it, put it in buying power, wait, look at another opportunity, do whatever. And then let them continue to bullshit around with AMC. And if numbers get juicier, like I said, I got what I got with AMC, and I'm cool with it. I've been holding it this whole time, and I'm straight. I've already gathered enough that I added more. I'm cool with the number that I have. But I'm also not playing around with those little $3, $4 ranges. So if they end up dropping lower, then yeah, I'll be loading up and waiting for that. And I'll add some more then. In the meantime, it's staying right where it is. It's not being fucked with. I'll continue to add some more with Ape. I'll continue to make some flips. I'll continue to fucking go after, you know, Highcroft, Mullen, I don't give a fuck about. It's all about trying to make some money, because you see in the last week, Mullen has went up like 60-something%. So they were from like 19 cents, bro, all the way to into the 40s. So they're probably more likely going to continue to go higher. So, you know, at 40 cents, bro, you can still have 1,000 shares of Mullen at $400. That's not a bad price, bro. I know a lot of niggas spend more than that on options, which another thing I don't recommend you do. But that's just what it is, bro. If it goes up to $1, you still make the difference. If Mullen goes up to $5, $6, cool. You just made 6, 7 bands or whatever the fuck it is. $5, $6, $7, whatever. You get the point, right? It's about making money. I don't give a fuck about Mullen. I don't care about that shit. It's all about making profit. So that being the case, that's the mindset that everybody needs to be on. While we're sitting here and we're waiting for the verdict for this shit on how AMC is going to play out with Ape, in the meantime, you got to be strategizing, looking at the pros and cons of this shit and knowing how you're going to try to maximize as much money as you can, because this shit is so fucked right now. We don't know what's going on, bro, but what you do need to know is, and be thinking about, is how much money I can squeeze out of this play and get the most out of it before this shit is done. So that's it, bro. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all be cool. Deuces, man.